time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hi, guys. Welcome back and happy Monday. I hope everyone had a beautiful Easter/Passover, and now it's time to get back into the shenanigans of the work week. But what better way to start off your work week then hot, messy topics. I don't even know where I'm at right now, but I'm so excited to be back here. Before we bring up Jason, I just wanted to say, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Of course, hit that notification bell. Right after this at 2 p.m. Eastern, Jason and Josh sat down with Tyler Walker from Below Deck. This interview was absolutely incredible, and I was surprised at how much he talked about Captain Lee and Captain Sandy. And then, of course, tonight, we have our members-only Vanderpump Rules edition at 7 p.m. Eastern. With that, guys, go ahead and answer Shaylee's question. Let us know where you're watching from, and let's welcome Jason. Hello.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. That was such a great interview, by the way, because not only is he, so he isn't like, let's say, like Fraser or one of the captains or whatever, but I just felt like Tyler coming into season 10 of Below Deck was such a fan favorite, such a change of energy that we had to have him on, and we had the best conversation. So check it out today at 2.
Yes, absolutely. And by the way, guys, we're only 2 minutes in and we have over 200 in the room. Holy
Hell yeah.
Cow. Indianapolis, Indiana, Virginia we have. All right, Adam, did you hear the rumor about Rachel and Brock? Jenna Benna.
Good Lord.
That would never happen. I'm here to tell you, I don't see that happening.
There are things we know and things we don't know, and that is for sure something that is not true.
No. Maryland, New Zealand, Oregon, Georgia, San Diego, Illinois, Clearwater, Ohio. Wow.
Hell yeah.
So, Jason, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How freaking pumped are you that Anchor Watch is back tomorrow?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Below Deck Sailing. As you know, we cover Below Deck on your channel every Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, which is a late night, but we have a lot of fun in our late night recap of Below Deck. So we'll be back tomorrow night. And then, of course, in a few hours, we have that interview. But what I'm really waiting for more than anything is the Orange County trailer. Okay? That's why I have our new merch on. The judge is back.
Oh my gosh, I wish people could see it more up close too, because the way that Nicole, so you guys know we only work with Nicole Steffes. That's our good friend. She's doing better. I just spoke with her the other day. She's recovering from her lupus and she's getting the treatment that she needs. But she did the judge's back and we worked together. I'll show you guys the art for this that I came up with. But it was like a hammer squashing an orange with like...
Let me see if I can move up.
Sort of like oranges, like blood, diamonds, all kinds of things coming out. I'm so excited. I think that merch is so much fun. And of course, I love this.
I love these. Honestly, you can buy a lot of shitty merch on YouTube. This stuff is great. Like, I want a poster of Jiggy with all the Vanderpump Rules thing. I want that like in our office. Just as like something fun, right?
Which office?
My office, right over here.
Okay. Okay.
Not yours.
What was I saying? Said nice chest, Jason.
Hey, thank you.
All right. All right. So, no, let's talk about this OC trailer for a second, because I'm so confused. Now, I was happy that Bravo did the announcement. They made the announcement about Real Housewives of Atlanta and Summer House Martha's Vineyard. But I was really, really hoping, I knew Atlanta was coming. That makes me excited. Summer House Martha's Vineyard is something we all have to get used to. It's like,
oh my God, I'm more excited for that than I am Atlanta.
Really?
Yes, because I feel like, and I'm sorry to just be jumping around already. We said we weren't going to jump around today. Here we are jumping around. I feel like Summer House is getting so redundant, and some of the cast is becoming maybe a little too old to be at the summer house every summer, getting passed out or getting drunk and passing out. And, I just feel like it's like, hey guys, let's move on. Maybe we have something new in this Martha's Vineyard one, because yes, it's based on the same thing. But I don't know. Something about that trailer just makes me think they have better connections. They're at a different place in their lives. I don't know. Maybe it's the Martha's Vineyard of it all that I'm excited about. But I to be honest, that was a better trailer to me than Atlanta.
Okay. No, listen, I thought it was a great trailer. I'm just saying, when are we getting the OC trailer? Like, this is crazy. And the only thing is, as I listened to Andy Cohen on Sirius XM on his radio show, Radio Andy, and he's like, guys, I know you always say, he has like this like super just chill voice. I know you guys always say that I hype things up. Well, yeah, that's how we feel. They filmed this a year ago. They filmed it a year ago, and then we're pumping out mid-season trailers for Summer House. We're pumping out mid-season trailer for Vanderpump Rules, which I completely understand, considering right now they're getting hundreds of millions of views. We have Atlanta, Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Where's my Bravocon announcement, and where are our Orange County ladies?
I mean, give me one of those. Just let us go into like next month at least. Wait, what are we already? We're only 10 days in April. Give us something in April.
Absolutely. Shaylee wants to know, are you guys more excited for Summer House or Real Housewives of Atlanta? Jason says Summer House. I'm saying Atlanta.
Martha's Vineyard. I'm not a fan of Summer House. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't like Summer House. I don't like Winter House. It's so boring to me. Like, we've all lived those days. Like, great. I don't want to watch someone else live it. This Summer House is just different. I don't know if they're trying to like revamp what Summer House is, but I don't know. I just find them more interesting.
Yes. Is it possible, this is interesting, Toaster JB, is it possible OC is having casting issues? Well, what we heard was Heather Dubrow, there was allegedly a rumor brought up about Heather Dubrow's husband, Dr. Terry Dubrow, about some sort of alleged affair. And we heard that she had a meltdown about this. And who knows how true this is or not, but that she was also trying to get things cut from the editing floor. Now, she made a joke on social media and she's like, because I have that much power. But when you have that much money and you're threatening to sue people, allegedly, yeah, that could make them want to potentially move some things around in order not to piss you off, maybe. You know what I mean?
And we had heard that something like that was happening, but I felt like that was even just a little too long ago, where something had to be solidified by now where you could drop a trailer. We're not saying like you have to drop the whole series. Take Heather Dubrow out of the trailer for now. Drop a trailer. Drop a trailer. We all want it. But also, you know, this season of Orange County is important because the whole comeback of Heather Dubrow really didn't work. Now we have Tamara Judge coming back. Vicky's filming. Like, there's lots of things happening this season. The trailer needs to be on point to bring the audience back. And I feel like with Scandival looming, you know, they're just waiting for the right moment. And I just don't know when that is. That's just me, you know, kind of guessing.
You're saying that you believe that the network is waiting for a moment where everything is kind of calmed down in order to create more hype, because right now they don't need to create hype because there is so much hype.
There is hype, but at the same time, like, we needed that Atlanta trailer too, you know, but it's like, why are we waiting on the OC one? I mean, they shouldn't have dropped the two on the same day. That wouldn't have worked, you know,
Right.
not for Housewives, you know, but I feel like with everything constantly coming out, they found a small window to drop the Atlanta and the Summer House one. And now they have to wait for a new window, which honestly, this week, do it before Vanderpump comes on this week, do it tomorrow.
Or
Drop
do it during the Vanderpump Rules episode.
Do it during Vanderpump Rules. What a freaking brilliant idea. Yes, just drop it.
Jen Molster, Jason, I'm going to ask you this question. If reports are true, how can Fancy Pants have that much pull?
I mean, I don't know. I try to go through that in my head. If that is in fact true, I know, you know, they have another show within the network, and I don't know what kind of deals they have or whatever. If that is true, I mean, honestly, I think they're just pushing back this. Is this going to be this is going to be our summer show,
Yeah.
Orange County.
Yeah, I believe it's supposed to come out in June. So where is our trailer? It was originally supposed to come out in March, you guys. We would have been done with it by June. Shaylee, that's a great question. And I want to ask Jason this before we move on, because we did do a poll asking you guys where you wanted to start. And everyone, of course, wants to start on Vanderpump Rules. But who are you most excited to see on The Real Housewives of Orange County?
Tamara Judge.
Why?
Because I really think it's going to have... I'm not saying that she is my favorite housewife on Orange County. I just think she's going to come in and mix things up, change the dynamic. Heather Dubrow came in and we had this huge kind of like, you know, trailer just for her. The whole trailer was her coming back, you know?
Right.
And I hope they don't make that mistake in the trailer. I hope they just show us the heat. And I think Tamara's going to bring the heat to kind of mess up the dynamic they have going on. It'll be great.
I just hope that Tamara, because I've heard her say like 5 times now, Teddy, you'd be great on OC. I really hope she doesn't pull Teddy in and push her into our faces
Oh,
on
I'm
OC.
praying for it. What are you talking about?
You want her to?
I want Teddy on Orange County. I just never want to see her in Beverly Hills because she said on her podcast that she would eat them like wolves. Is that what she not said? Didn't she say
She
that?
said that she would, yeah, she said I would eat them alive.
No, they would eat you alive. And that's why I would want you on the show just to see how that would go. Because like for me, the money's on the ladies of OC. But some people think Teddy would be, I think she would fit better in the OC.
Okay. All right.
I'm all for Teddy to come back to OC, just not Beverly Hills.
Well, Jason, now that we have 400 in the room and we have all of the hype around Vanderpump Rules, everyone wants to know, and we can only say so much on here. We keep it pretty PG on the public platform, but if you guys want the behind the scenes tea, members only tonight, 7 p.m.
Yes,
Eastern.
tonight.
Jason, shall we get into Vanderpump Rules?
Let's get into Vanderpump Rules. What the hell are we talking about with Vanderpump Rules? Which possible thing that happened over the weekend are we going to talk about?
Do you want the negative or the positive?
Well, let's start with the negative because that's where we all live in the whole scandal. So,
okay, the negative. Jax Taylor. We love a good Jax Taylor moment, right? Well, Jax Taylor has now come out and said, production is pissed. Not only are they pissed, they are absolutely furious with Rachel. Why do you think they'd be furious with Rachel? Well, guys, if you didn't clock my video this morning, it's because when Rachel did her TMZ interview in front of the nail salon, it was within hours, legitimately hours before the actual reunion. The problem with this is when you're a part of a cast like this, you have certain things in your contract that limit what you say, what you post, sometimes who you associate with. I mean, they own you, essentially. They own you.
True.
And they're going to gag you. Right now, the entire cast of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, they're not allowed to post about each other on social media. They're not allowed to like posts about each other. Nothing cryptic. They are legitimately on gag orders. And if you mess up a gag order where you decide to speak up, well, usually there's a fine. And if you keep doing it, then there could be some ramifications. But Jax went on to say this. I'm going to read this to you and I want to see what you think. The fact that Raquel literally hours before the reunion decided to sit down in front of a nail salon and just dish on everything that we're supposed to talk about at the reunion, not only to just sit in front of a random nail salon, like you're doing this for free. And not only that, you signed a contract. He also went on to say, I want to know if she keeps claiming that she has this team, what team would allow you to do that? I've been in TV for a long time. I know how production works. To go in front of a camera and just spew everything literally hours before the reunion, they must have been fuming. How do you not press charges against her? Lawsuits, he wants to know. Because the amount of press that Vanderpump Rules is getting and everything leading up to the reunion, like this is a big deal. There's a lot of money going into this. So for her just to spew all of this information, why would you even watch the reunion now?
She did a one-on-one with TMZ is basically what she did. We talked about this.
Right. He said that she was basically giving away storylines from a show that had so much buzz. And he also added on to this, if they ask you not to talk about it, you can get sued for a lot of money, which is absolutely true. Everybody's getting ready for this reunion, right? Everybody's so pumped about it, this and that. And then somebody just comes along and spoils it. Just think of how many people you're going to piss off. So I don't know the details of how much trouble she's going to get in for this, but there will definitely be some ramifications. I mean,
when this happened, right? We played it on here, I believe, and it just looked so pre-planned. Someone had told me that there is chairs outside of this nail salon that she was at, but it just looked so like there was one chair. There was one chair outside of the hair salon. It wasn't even a nice day in LA. It was cold. She was wearing a hoodie, doing all that. It was so like, come talk to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's the same way with Tom Sandoval's.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Oh, we're still going to get into this. What was I saying? Thank you so much for the super sticker. And Ebony Dix for the love and support.
Oh, thanks, Ebony.
We also really appreciate you. We love you both. And thank you for being here. Yes. I mean, for her to go on and do that, right now we're hearing, based off of what Lala said recently in a podcast interview, she said that Ariana is drawing her line in the sand, meaning it's me or it's them. She will absolutely not refuse Well, she will absolutely not film with them. She will refuse to film with them. What are your thoughts about this? Because at the end of the day, you're filming a TV show. The TV show has ups and downs. It has cheating scandals.
Yes.
And 9 times out of 10, Andy has said this multiple times, we don't like ultimatums. I was asking Shaylee about this downstairs. Guys, don't go in on Shaylee. But she made an interesting point. She said, Shaylee's rolling her eyes right now. She made an interesting point. She's like, don't you think that a lot of people will want to see how the cast reacts to Tom and Rachel next season? Like if they had to choose between Tom and Rachel or Ariana? And I said, to be honest with you, I think people, yes, will be curious, but also I feel like fans will boycott the entire franchise if they tell Ariana, okay, you can get lost, who right now is a huge fan favorite, she just landed a major movie role. She landed Dancing with the Stars. People love her right now. Everyone's cheering for her. And if the network says, you know what, we're gonna choose the 2 cheaters, actually, and Ariana, you can get lost, people will boycott the show.
I mean, there's different ways you can go around that. You can give her and Katie some kind of spin-off while they open their sandwich shop, but who really wants to watch that? You know, the thing is I think
I would watch that.
The thing is I think you can remove Tom and Raquel from the show. I really do believe you can. And I believe they can do it in the right way. I feel like Tom Sandoval has kind of played out all of his storylines on the show. I think he has lived his story on the show, and you're good. You know, you keep Tom Schwartz around, have Raquel and Tom come in and talk to Tom Schwartz and meet up, see what's happening with them, bring Brittany and Jax back to stir it up again. And I think you still have a few more seasons. I think that is not such a bad idea. If everyone will film together, maybe they're put on pause, you know, maybe they're friends they're on a day rate. Tom and Raquel, they come in, they shoot with Schwartz, they'll shoot with whoever will shoot with them. And then that's cool for one season. And maybe next season we bring you back and then see if anybody will react to Brittany and Jax coming back. I was shocked at how much when they appeared on Watch What Happens Live, I was that interested to see them. I was like, why are they on? And then I watched it and I'm like, okay.
I thought it was great seeing Jax in his new face.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah. I love seeing Brittany. She's a breath of fresh air. And to be fair, I really thought Jax was fired from the show. He wasn't fired from the show like Stassi, Kristen, Max, and Brett. He walked away from the show because they wanted the villain and he wanted to be the father, the husband. Wasn't
there a contract negotiation that didn't go right there?
Right, but that's not getting a phone call saying your whole life is coming to an end. You're not making $500,000 this year. Sorry, we're letting you go. That's a little different.
It is different. And the thing is the only options Vanderpump Rules has is to bring an old cast member or somebody back. If for some reason Tom and Raquel can't film, if Ariana wants to make that ultimatum, you know, and they go along with it, and they can't film with each other, then you have to bring someone old back. You cannot do a new cast in Vanderpump Rules. We saw that season 8. It didn't work. I mean, are we still talking about Charlie? No. Does anyone remember Max or Brett? No. Danica? No. You know what I mean? Like, we don't remember these people because A, they're not memorable, and B, that this show is focused on one group of people, and it needs to stay focused on that group of people.
Right. No, Norma, this is a great question too. What did Rachel say in that TMZ interview that was that bad? I've heard more info about the reunion from other cast members. Well, she addressed a few hot topics, including her affair with Tom Sandoval, Ariana's response and saying that she spoke with Ariana on the phone, which is what we all wanted to know. Ariana's response to Rachel's apology. She spoke about her temporary restraining order for the first time when it came to Sheena, which was also supposed to be on the Vanderpump Rules reunion.
These are all things that could have been like, I understand what Norma's saying too, though. I understand, like, we've heard that there's been reactions and things, but all of the answers she was giving to TMZ are all great trailer things for the reunion. And those all got nixed, like everything. Have you talked to Ariana? What was that like? We already have that reaction. We've seen it on TMZ, you know, while she was getting her nails dried or waiting for her Uber or whatever the hell, sitting outside watching Up and Atom on her phone. I don't know, you know, so it just, she gave a lot away.
You are funny. I can't wait for Jason's Vanderpump Rules after party because
Lord, I
You're a
need to
good
put that
friend.
up because I need to put our drink up. I just don't know where I should go.
Yes. Okay. Now, I want to ask you, Jason, do you think that there will actually be fines or ramifications, legal ramifications towards Raquel
For
based off
sure,
of
there
that
will be a
interview?
fine.
Okay.
For sure, there will be a fine. I mean, housewives have gotten fined for
Kelly
doing
got $18,000.
Yeah, housewives have been fined or I don't know if I can say anything, but from talking to certain people, or going on doing an interview on a YouTube or a podcast or whatever without the permission of NBC, without the permission of PR, just so they're aware, they get fined. So I would assume just like in those housewife contracts, you would get fined for yes, you can't avoid not talking to TMZ. They're in your face all the time, right? This seemed like someone made a phone call though, maybe her team or whatever, and I it was just too much. Like say maybe one or two things or thanks guys, like whatever, or go inside, like get off the chair. She just sat there and she's like, "Do you want to know anything else?" Like I she's like, "Let me pull out my notes and I'll tell you." Well, I did talk to Ariana on the phone and, like, it just was too much. It was too much. So, yes, that's a fine waiting to happen, in my opinion.
Brian Scott Patterson, I completely agree with this. 2 words. Where's Katie when you need her? Media
Media
training.
training.
Dots of grace. Jason, you should do something using whiskey to honor the whiskey that Tom was crying
Mm.
into at the bar after the reunion.
What really sucks is their whiskey's actually really good.
I mean, it is really good. So there's nothing that sucks about it except
Yeah.
that Sandoval is included. But are we just getting petty at that point?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Do I
Yeah.
still wanna go to Schwartz and Sandy's? I never really wanted to go, but, it wouldn't deter me from going. Like, I would still wanna go if I wanted to go,
Yes. All right.
especially if
Before
Pump
we
wasn't an option.
No, I mean, listen, before we move on to anything else, any other topics, I wanted to ask you because I did one of those things. We're sitting by the pool and we were in Miami because we went there to go meet up with Bali from Family Karma. As you guys know, we talked about this in the morning meeting and we're just waiting around. So up by the pool, whatever. And I was posting a ask me a question. Someone asked me, do you think Ariana would ever do Dancing with the Stars? I'm like, 100%. She would absolutely do it's happening. And then boom, less than 48 hours later, we get an announcement that Ariana Madix is joining Dancing with the Stars.
Nice.
What are your thoughts?
I think this is great. I mean, good for her for all these opportunities to now be presenting themselves. Too bad they didn't earlier. It took this, it sucks that it takes something so negative to bring out all the positive, but this is great. She belongs on Dancing with the Stars more than some people I've seen on Dancing with the Stars. So I think it'll be fun to watch. I definitely think the ratings for Dancing with the Stars will go up as well with her being on it. So, and I think she's going to do well.
Just don't ask Lisa Vanderpump for any advice with Dancing with the Stars if you remember the fake feint. The most graceful feint ever. LVP.
You know what?
We love you.
You know what happened? And I don't know if this is true, but she probably got into it. She got the press for it. She's like, yes, Dancing with the Stars. Then she started actually doing it. And she's like, I don't want to be trained. They spend so much time training, so much time. It's crazy. So for her to be up at like 6 a.m., go dance all day, that's just not, I just don't see that as a Lisa Vanderpump thing. It's just not her thing. I would faint too, really.
Will you be watching Ariana on Dancing with the Stars?
I would turn it on. I haven't watched it in many seasons, but I would absolutely turn it on.
I feel like they're on season like 30.
I mean, listen, do you know what the best experience is going in person, and it's one of the easier tickets to get to or to get when you're in LA at CBS Studios. It's a lot of fun in person. It's fast, it's fun. So if you can go in person, that would be even better. But I think this will bring probably a different audience to Dancing with the Stars as well, don't you think? Because isn't that what they try to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right now too, there's so much buzz around her, and I mean, people are talking about her. The ratings are going crazy. No one is talking really against her. Everyone is just promoting the hell out of her and supporting her. So yes, right now is when all of the opportunities are coming. And like you said, it's because of something really shitty that happened, but it seems like she's turning that into a positive. She has a business that's coming out that she's opening with Katie. She has Dancing with the Stars, this Lifetime movie. She has so many different sponsorships now that are coming from this. So just keep building that up. I think to wrap up the Vanderpump Rules portion of Hot Messy Topics, if I had to guess when Tom and Rachel would actually be back on the show, if they last together, I think it would be once Ariana is in the place where she is just either so happy and content that she's like looking at them laughing, or if she starts dating somebody new and she's really falling for that person, because at that point she's not going to care to be around them anyways. It would have to be something like that.
I think it's too soon to tell. A lot happens in between seasons. And I know that, now, I mean, they would start filming soon, right? What are we, April?
In a
June?
month.
Yeah. May, June is usually when they start filming. I mean, a lot can still happen in a month. I mean, we've seen what happens with this group of people. It changes on a whim. So who knows where that will land and if she will still feel that way. Maybe she wants to film with them and throw all of her successes in their face. Maybe she wants to do that. Maybe not just the revenge dress and the revenge body she came back with, but now after doing Dancing with the Stars, she's going to have even more of a revenge body. But maybe she wants a revenge season that she can come in and kind of give her whatever, or maybe she doesn't. I don't know. A lot can happen with these group of people. They're slightly, unstable. So who knows what tomorrow brings.
Okay. All right. Well, now I want to move on to the Real Housewives of New Jersey drama because, as always, there is a lot. Let's start with the Caroline Manzo and Brandi Glanville of it all. I was actually at Starbucks this morning, and I heard these two women who were talking about Caroline and Brandi. Well, I mean, not
You're at Starbucks all the time.
I know. I'm always at Starbucks. Okay. Every single day, like 5 times. But I heard these two women and they were talking about Caroline Manzo and Brandi, and they're like, can you believe? And I'm like, yeah, 100% I could believe what's going on. But let me just catch you guys up to speed. Caroline Manzo is saying that she will never return to the Real Housewives after what went down on season 4 of Ultimate Girls Trip with Brandi Glanville. Let me just tell you exactly what she said as we get into it. So this was on an April 7th episode of Two Teas in a Pod. And of course, when they got her on too, they just jumped right in and they were trying to get all of like the little tea moments. You know how they do the clips, right?
Yeah, Two Teas in a Pod. They don't wait. They don't like warm you up. They just start asking questions.
I'm going to see if they have a little. Oh, yeah. I'm going to play the clip for you guys, actually, because why wouldn't I? Hold on.
Oh, I love clips.
Look how they just get right into it.
That's what they do.
Pick to have one of these two people on to cook with you.
Oh, it's not that one. It's this one.
I just like to throw it right out there.
Yeah, she does.
Brandi's been tweeting up a storm. I don't know if you've seen the tweets.
I haven't.
My question is,
why would she?
Like, after hearing that, how do you feel? And what is kind of your response to it? Would you ever do Girls Trip again, but with a different cast? I just like.
Okay, so Brandi's been tweeting. If you haven't seen it, she's like, I haven't. My question is for you, how do you feel about that? She's like, I'm telling you, I have not seen it. So anyways, getting back into the Caroline Manzo, because she's saying that she won't come back, and I'm sure she will. When asked if she would ever return to another Ultimate Girls Trip, she replied with never. She said the entire incident was very traumatic, and this is a really large onion with a lot of large layers, and I guess it'll play out. She said that Brandi's recent tweets are very disappointing to her. Now, in a series of tweets posted earlier this month, Brandi claimed that the incident between her and Caroline was complete bullshit and an effing setup. She also alleged that Caroline was fine. As for what it would take for Caroline Manzo to return to the Real Housewives of New Jersey, she said, I know over the years, multiple times I've been asked.
It would take a legacy show at this point.
Yeah. But she said this last season being one of them, she said it was something that I was done with and happy to be done with. And I walked away for a reason. For me to go back, it would have to be a number that was financially irresponsible to walk away from. She also said that she believes Melissa and Teresa are done with each other for good this time around. She said, I think so. I don't know what happened. I know the cliff notes of what happened. There comes a point where you just got to be like everybody's got to be sick of it at this point. I don't
I
think
really don't know. There's just so many rumors surrounding the situation, and we've talked to people close to the situation, and we need more information on this situation. I cannot believe we're already talking about, and we have been talking about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip season 4, and
yeah,
we're
but I
not through
mean,
season 3.
yeah. I mean, but she also said, like, you could tell that Caroline Manzo with this whole incident, Brandi's saying that this is costing her jobs. And I was hearing the two ladies at Starbucks, when they were talking, and they said, do you think that what Caroline is claiming went down? And the other woman said, well, it's Brandi. Half the time she's drunk and she doesn't remember. And I was like, oh, not drunk. And then the other one said to her, she's like, well, true. And Caroline has like that pretty solid reputation of being sound-minded. And I'm listening to them go back and forth because I found it so interesting with them throwing these things out. But Brandi is literally dying on the sword of, I did not do this. Play the tape, release the audio. She's having her lawyer come out. Like, are you guys just trying to hype this up for not them specifically, but is the network, the streaming service, just letting all of this get hyped up for Ultimate Girls Trip season 4 because it's good for ratings and they think we'll just watch to figure out what happened?
I mean, I will. You got me. I'm going to watch it to figure out what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And there's so much. There's just so much. It goes back and forth all the time. We always get new pieces of information. I've actually started to ignore all the pieces of information we get because they're so out there, So I'm really curious. Like, to be honest, I don't know if I believe either of them.
Well, I mean,
completely.
Obviously, I think it's true when they say there's 3 sides to every single story, your side, their side, and the truth. Obviously, that plays a part in this, but I don't know. I feel like for Caroline Manzo and Brandi Glanville, this is all just super disappointing. But if Brandi actually did what Caroline is claiming that she did, I don't think that the network will bring her back. I think that Ultimate Girls Trip was sort of her, okay, we're giving you a chance. And then they liked her on Ex-Wives Club. And like she said, she's breaking the fourth wall, which I know that they're encouraging you to do on Peacock. But then you can't go out and say, production told me to be a drunk party mess. And I did exactly what they told me to do. And then it feels like a fucking setup. Because now it's like it's almost like you're pointing fingers at production.
So we just got the announcement of, is it announced or is it a possible New York Legacy kind of Ultimate Girls Trip thing?
Oh, well, no.
I know we're gonna get into that, but I think, what was really supposed to happen with Ultimate Girls Trip is I believe that Brandi, Ava, Marcel, and Phaedra were supposed to be kind of like leading the whole Ultimate Girls Trip thing. They would be appearing on most or all of the seasons, hosting different, travel things. I think that's the direction they wanted to go with it.
Yep.
Now with all of this happening, that kind of nixes that, So I feel like what they're going to try to do with this New York thing is kind of brilliant. Because this is just, I don't know. You know what my problem with Ultimate Girls Trip is I always get so excited for the next season. Like the first one was really cool. Then after a few episodes, I'm like, I'm done. And then the Bluestone Manor, it was great. Oh my gosh. Like these wives who are no longer on the show are all at Dorinda's house. Like what could go wrong? After a few episodes, I was like, okay. Thailand, same thing. I'm getting to the point like now, where I'm like, I'm good. So maybe it is a good idea that they are going to try to shift this into something like Legacy meets Ultimate Girls Trip.
I mean, Shady Millennial. Brandi stole Giselle's Clase Azul. Okay, let's talk about this really quick because I love the fact that on Ultimate Girls Trip, they do get to break the fourth wall and they get to just kind of say whatever they want and call each other out. Giselle looking for this damn bottle. I will be shocked if Candace did not hit the nail on the head. If you guys didn't watch this week's episode, it starts off it was a silly ass storyline. Giselle got this bottle of Clase Azul. Okay. So it's the bottle that you ding has a little bell on the top.
Clase
Azul.
Clase Azul.
Clase Azul.
Not Casa. Clase.
I said Clase.
Clase Azul.
Okay, you're not going to school me. 700 in the room. Smash that like button. Clase Azul. I'm over here just with the martinis, okay? But my point is the whole episode is surrounding Leah McSweeney fainting, constantly needing attention on this season. She honestly, I wanted to bring her on for an interview. I am so over Leah McSweeney on this show. I find her to be rude. I think she is so rude to the rest of the cast. She wants to share her story. And then Alexia is trying to share her story, which Alexia, out of all of them, has lived like 10 lives. And I understand she can talk a lot, but it's like, at least she has good stories. You're talking about the different sides of guys' things. And, you know, they should
And
have
what happened on Reasonably Shady? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No one cares.
And then Leah's like, I feel like I'm being bullied. I'm also so sick of that being thrown out so much.
All the time.
It's like
all the time.
Your job is to go on this show and have conflict resolution. If you can't handle it, and many people cannot, do not join a Real Housewives of shit. Just stay off of it. Stay at home. Keep
reality in
pitching Married
general.
to the Mob.
Yeah.
Like, pitch your clothing line and going on the show and telling the women, can you guys please get drunk? And then getting upset with them because you wrote a book on how sober you are. That also sounds stupid. And I hate that word stupid, but it sounds stupid that you're telling them like, dance, get drunk, right? You guys are so boring. Well, like, why are you pushing something on them that has affected you so much? And if it's affected you that much, then you're sitting there and projecting it on them. Girl, shut up. Like, it's really annoying.
It is annoying. It really is annoying. I even find this situation with Brandi and Candace to be kind of annoying. With the Clase Azul bottle.
Giselle and
oh
Candace.
My God, who did I say? Brandi?
Yes.
Damn, get her out of my head. Let's get it out. No, with Giselle and Candace, it's the accusations here are baseless and classless. Okay, because nobody on that cast needs to steal a bottle of Clase Azul. You're
Right.
housewives. You will get one sent to you. Okay. Like it's not a big deal. And just because you have the only one in Thailand, I beg to differ. We had friends with Clase Azul in Thailand. This is just so, and this just goes to push Candace's fact that honestly, you're always looking for a problem with Candace.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know. I just, this is where they lose me a little bit. You know, Leah's whining. She's now a victim of herself. Now we have Giselle, you know, going after Candace for possibly stealing a bottle of tequila. I don't know.
I mean, okay, so I'm going to get into this really quick. Shaylee, clever.
Please.
Who do you think took the bottle? I think Giselle took the bottle. If
Marisol took the bottle.
No, Giselle
It's like
took
an
the
IV.
bottle.
She needs it to breathe.
She likes vodka.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
She just wants her vodka. So, no, I don't think she took the bottle. And I think that Candace said, girl, you took the bottle because you're trying to make a storyline and you probably took the bottle and hid the bottle in somebody else's shit in order to plant it on them for taking the bottle because now all of these ladies are so paranoid that it might be in their suitcase.
And we spoke about this earlier. No one would be coming in our rooms if you thought anything, right? Search Giselle's room first. Let's make sure it's not there, and then we can start the search on other people's room.
Right. And first of all, you would not sit there and like throw a whole fit and tell producers, you know, you need to go check his room. If I were Candace, I would have had the same reaction. I would have been like, I am grown. I did not take your bottle. Stop accusing me of stealing. I didn't steal anything. And no, you're not going in my room. I would have had the exact same reaction. And Giselle throwing a fit like, I know. And yes, why are you hiding something? Thief. And I'm like, you know that Candace has big reactions. Her reactions are either super emotional and she cries, or she's a wordsmith and she eviscerates you with her mouth. So if you know that you're going to get a reaction out of her, it obviously just throws into effect further that you are doing this to create a storyline. That is why you are targeting Candace. And you also know this is going to play into season 8 of Potomac, because based off of how you guys leave off this show, which she is buddy with Portia because of the chat room situation, and also because everybody is trying to be friends with Portia and her 8 million followers, you're trying to create an even further rift with Candace on this. So it now carries into the new season, just like Erica Jane's lame-ass attempt at Bravocon when she was asked, which cast members on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills do you think are not going to last with their spouse? And she's like,
Dorit and PK.
Dorit and PK. Boom. And now we're hearing that that's carried into a storyline this season, which is so
Lord.
stupid. It's exactly what Giselle is doing. She took a page from Erica Jane's book, hopefully not too many pages, or else she might find herself somewhere else. But Angelique on Ultimate Girls Trip, do they bring the producers from their own franchises? No. Giselle running around and interrupting their job filming was so off-putting. Thank you, Angelique.
Was. It
Yeah.
really was. And yeah, thank you, Angelique. And I 100% agree with that comment. It's off-putting. You're pissing production off. Now they're like, girl, I don't know. We'll buy you a new Clase Azul bottle at this point. We'll buy you a Reposado. It's more expensive, has better bell. Like, whatever you want. Just shut up. Do your job.
I mean, well, and it's also like, I think to kind of counter what Angelique is saying too, though, yes, it kind of is annoying for production, but the women are sort of coached going into Ultimate Girls Trip, where it is supposed to be very Big Brother style, and they encourage them to talk to the producers, to break the fourth wall, to look directly at the camera when they want to. All of the things that they really shouldn't be doing on Housewives that Kelly Dodd did say. She did say this. The drama is way more entertaining that goes on behind the scenes than actually what happens on the show that gets edited. And I feel like this is a great example. Like, they always throw fits with production. The women sometimes can be terrors with production. You get like a diva syndrome. Okay. I feel like I got that off my chest. That felt good.
Yeah, that felt good. This is great for Clase Azul, though.
Yeah, it's great for Clase Azul.
www.clase
But since we're talking about Ultimate Girls Trip, Jason, and you mentioned RHONY Legacy, let's get into this for a second.
Yes, please.
RHONY Legacy was supposed to happen with Dorinda, Kelly Ben-Simone, Sonia Morgan, potentially Alex McCord, Luann de Lesseps, Jill Zarin, Tinsley Mortimer, absolutely no Bethany Frankel. Jill Zarin threw a fit. She felt like her and the other ladies should all be getting the same pay. Well, some of the other ladies, Luann and I believe Sonia, but Luann felt, no, absolutely not. I've been on the show longer than you. I have more followers than you. I have more notoriety than you. Why should I be getting paid the same thing? And what I found interesting was Bethany Frankel went on and she talked about this on her TikTok and she said, actually, Jill is essentially right. They are starting a new show from the bottom, so they should all get paid the same. No, Bethany, I don't agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because
it's not the same show from the bottom.
It's not the same show from
the bottom.
That
means a new show from the bottom is Real Housewives of New York, the new one we're going to get. That is a show from the bottom. They should all be paid the same this first season. Not the ladies who made the Real Housewives of New York, who are going on to another show.
Right.
These ladies,
one,
yes.
Yes. These Real Housewives of New York, yes. Get paid the same. That's fine. But the other ladies, no, they've definitely earned it. And I feel like I love Bethany Frankel. I think that she's given us really iconic moments. She's flipped out. She literally she's like, you sleep with everybody. She's given us a lot. However, that's rich coming from you because when Bethany, every time she talks about negotiations are coming back on, she wants a producer credit and she wants a bigger bag 4 times the size of anybody else. So what?
Agreed.
It's a little hypocritical here,
It's
Bethany.
a little hypocritical. But what's happening with this? Jill Zarin is not coming back into this.
No. So they booted her out and now Ramona Singer is back in. And instead of doing a legacy spinoff with all the OGs, what they're going to do is an Ultimate Girls Trip style spinoff. And it's set to start filming in June. All of the women just got their contracts. They're in negotiations. They're currently signing them off, which like I told you guys before this news came out this weekend, I talked to you guys on the morning meeting last week, Jason, Shaylee and I, we spoke about this because we had a former Real Housewife of New York joining us on for an interview. Now I'm in limbo wondering if she's still going to be able to do it, but we'll see.
I think so. Yeah.
They're going to be taking this OG cast and sticking them like, let's say Turks and Caicos, Mexico, Scary Island with Kelly Ben-Simone. I don't know, but they're putting them on a vacation for like 2 weeks and they're filming like one-offs where they're going to give us 8 to 10 episodes. And then they can also continue on and do whatever else they want in life. And they're not contractually tied down to Bravo. That is exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you into it or no?
I'm so into it. This is a group of ladies who can carry like an Ultimate Girls Trip style. I wish we had Tinsley. Don't you think? Or no?
I mean, she
You
might
would-
be coming on.
Yeah, I wish we had her. Kelly Ben Simone, I'm not the biggest fan of, but
She's just woo enough to like throw her in there.
Exactly. And like, here's the thing about Ramona. Agree with her or not on a lot of things. She is great television. And we really need great television, especially after the last season of New York. Like, it's just like we can't get too political. We can't get too into that. Not in Real Housewives. If you want to have real conversations, have them off the show. I think this is a great cast for a really probably great show.
Yeah, I also feel like Tinsley could be good, but I saw where some people were voicing their opinions about Leah McSweeney and Ebony not being a part of the Legacy spinoff, and I have opinions about
Why
that
would
too.
they? Ebony did 1 season.
Yeah.
Leah did what, 2?
Right.
And it was so uninteresting. And we said it before. I love Ebony K. Williams. I loved her as a journalist. I used to watch her. Reality TV is probably just not for her,
Right.
Really like her, but why would you be on a Legacy cast if you've only done 1 season? Why would Leah McSweeney be on a Legacy cast if she's been on 2 seasons?
But Ebony has her own new show which focuses around her career and what she actually does, and she's killing it. Like, that is where she thrives.
I know. And that's where I don't want to watch her sit here and play chess with the checkers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I want to go learn chess with her. I don't want to sit here and play tic-tac-toe with the other girls,
I mean,
but I like watching tic-tac-toe. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Is it called tic-tac-toe?
Tic-tac-toe, isn't that where you like 0 and X? Tic-tac-toe.
I don't think it's called tic-tac-toe.
3 in a row. What the hell would it be called? What are you talking about?
Tic-tac-toe.
You also thought it was Clase Azul.
Bitch. No. Okay, hold on. So, no, I agree. I think that Ebony thrives not in a bunch of women who are older than her from the Upper East Side screaming at each other and fighting over silly shit. Like, she's just way beyond that. So I don't, when people are like, throw her in there, I'm like, no, let her just continue doing what she does because she's so amazing and she's already booking other things. She's good. For Leah.
In all fairness, though, she did get a shitty time to come on the show where it was like still pandemic time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, see, I was right, Jason.
What?
Read the live chat.
It's you were right that you were wrong. It's correct. You're right.
No.
Exactly.
No, it's
tic-tac-toe. That's what I said.
Okay. I don't
understand. What the hell did you think I said?
Anymore. I thought you said it's tic-tac-toe.
But that's not how you win an argument. I never said that. Tic-tac-toe.
Roll the tape.
Did I say tic-tac-toe? Or did I say tic-tac-toe?
Now I'm gaslighting you.
I might have said TikTok because I'm thinking of TikTok, but
I think I just gaslit you. This is actually really fun. I think I just.
Are you gaslighting me?
I think I am. I'm not mad at it though.
I'm mad at it. Now I'm so mad at it. I'm gonna Leah McSweeney your ass with being a victim the rest of the time.
Okay, enough of that. Now I want to move on too, because as you guys know, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about. We have the Real Housewives of Potomac season 8 that is currently filming. Right? They're doing their first group event at Ashley Darby's new home. Ashley Darby was caught at a restaurant filming with one of the newbies, and they said that the entire cast is going to be back. My question, well, Jason, first react to this for me, please. Let me know what your thoughts are.
For the cast, what are we talking about?
For Real Housewives of Potomac
adding someone new, Ashley Darby, or are we talking about that Robin is still on the cast?
I mean,
I said this in our very last recap of the reunion on Hot Messy Topics when we were talking about Real Housewives of Potomac and Robin not being so upfront about everything happening in her life and making people go to Patreon to pay. I mean, I'm sure she got a fine since we were talking about fines earlier. I said that now I'm more interested to see Robin on the show deal with this fallout of all of this stuff. Unfortunately, all eyes, all cameras, all ladies are going to be focused on Juan Dixon. It is his turn to sit in the Michael Darby hot seat, to sit in the fake Chris Bassett hot seat. Now it is Juan Dixon and Robin. It will be heavily focused on that. I'm pretty sure. And I'm actually if you sign up for it, I'm here to watch it. I'd watch that.
Right. I definitely think it's going to be Juan's season to have all eyes on them or on him. But we're also hearing that both Giselle and Robin have been accused of hiding their lives. I can already tell you how this is going to look.
That sounds
Giselle
reasonably shady to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just sounds shady as hell to me. But Giselle has been, linked to Jason Cameron on Winter House. She's going to use this as like oh, I'm with this guy. And it's going to be her storyline while she's getting into everybody else's storylines.
Until her daughters call her out.
Until her daughters call her out. Giselle always takes the Lisa Rinna approach where she doesn't really give you much of her life until we see her daughters. And that's like the most, that's
love
the part that I love.
It saves her.
It saves her.
I love watching Giselle be a mom and deal with that, be the single mom. Have the kids in high school who are so well-spoken and literally tear you apart all the time they see you. It's in the best way. It's great. I really do enjoy their relationship.
But then for Robin to come in, I originally thought that they would have taken her out for selling this on Patreon. But then right after all this came out and you saw the whole situation play out, right, that she didn't have to answer for at the reunion, then Juan gets fired. You're like, oh no, they'll want to keep them just to see how they're going to navigate, because they just bought an expensive ass new house. And right before that, they had to pay off a lot of back taxes. You need a check.
Here it is. It really sucks because this isn't good. You're going in and all eyes are on Juan. Like I said, this is going to be a crazy season because of this. But then, wasn't he just let go from his job?
Yes.
Okay, so we have all of this is just piling up right after they got on their feet. They're going to get married again or got married again. They got married again.
They got married again.
You're getting on your feet. You got rid of the back taxes and the townhouse. Now you're living in the whatever. And man, for every high, there's a low. But this is reality TV. If you're going to make mistakes like that, if you're going to do stuff like that as a public figure and not expect it to be on television, not only do people spend too much time, in fact, those people should get lives, but sifting through people's closets from way back in the day, they are currently sifting through everything you're doing on a daily basis. Now you have to answer for it on a reality TV show. It's unfortunate, but it's a Robin and Juan season for sure.
Right. And this is the first season that Robin's actually going to have a storyline.
Correct.
Season 8, Robin. It's only taken 8 seasons, and now we have a storyline.
Now we have a storyline.
Do we agree or do we agree? You guys can totally call me out if you think I'm just being shady about it. But
no, I agree. But I think, though, they're going to have to find a way to navigate this the best way possible. They're going to have to be honest about their relationship, which I don't think they are being honest about their relationship. I think the wedding might have been for the show. I think that this all speculation. Okay, all speculation just based on what we've seen in past seasons of different housewives. How are they going to navigate this as a couple now? Are they going to be completely honest about their relationship and moving forward? It really sucks for the kids too.
Allegedly, Shady Shannon said no marriage certificate has been found for Robin and Juan. I haven't done my due diligence on this. Juan got on his feet and got other side chicks to get on their feet. And okay, Shady Millennial. Why did I read that?
We didn't think we'd have to go look for a marriage certificate. We never thought we'd see Robin again. And here we are.
Pam Norris, you guys talk about the rumor that Mary Cosby is coming back to Salt Lake City. That's not a rumor. She is coming back.
She's coming back, yeah.
No, was there even proof of their wedding? Yes, it was at the end of the season last season. And
there was a ceremony.
There was a ceremony.
You could be like you and I, where, we've been together for 10 years, engaged for 5.5, and then called it a day. Let's go to the courtroom and just get it over with. We have the proof of that. We just didn't have a proof of a ceremony. You know what I mean? So we did it backwards. But there has to be a certificate.
And
right?
To be honest with you, I'm more curious to see Juan than I am to see Robin this upcoming season. But also, like I said, they're filming the first group event at Ashley Darby's housewarming party. I want to see the movement with Ashley and Michael Darby, because she said that at the reunion that she kind of got screwed out of the whole prenup of it all. She thought she was going to be securing a lot bigger of a bag, and I guess she is not. there are a few other things that I want to see. I always love to see the Grand Dame. Charisse, I think I'm good on. Mia Thornton, I'm also good on, but her life came crumbling down too.
I mean, I'm sure. Is she coming back?
Yeah, she's coming back.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
all back.
it's unfortunate that it's like that negative stuff that people love to watch. Like, and it's not, I don't want to watch it just to watch her life crumble and burn, but I do want to see how she navigates it. I think that's even like, I don't want to see Robin and Juan like hurt each other. I don't want their family to be hurt, but I do want to see how they're going to navigate this now that things have come out, you know? That's the interesting part about it.
Yeah. I mean, this will be... Do you think that Mia's friend will be back? I'm going with a no.
Oh, no. Wait, Mia's friend?
Do you remember the friend that...
Oh, Jacqueline.
No,
I'm gonna say no. I think there's too much to come on as a friend and stick around and become a housewife. That takes a lot, and I it's not enough for me. The whole G, Mia, her kind of storyline thing that fizzled so fast.
I agree. Juan, don't be on a show because he's hunting for a job, or won't be on a show. Okay. Question: how far away is the like lamp, and can you, Jason, go get it? It is downstairs.
It's far.
Right?
It's little.
All right. Who wants to see Escala back? I'm good.
Escala. Yeah, I would. I liked her better than I did Jacqueline.
You and Jason look great. Congrats on the marriage and new house. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why does that Marisol lady have changing dialects? On Watch What Happens Live, she didn't have one at all. No, that's her.
I mean, Raquel has changing ways of how she talks.
Raquel
We
has
talked
a lot of
about
things
that,
changing
you
for
know,
her.
like in her confessional, she's like, "Oh my God, like I just thought that really she was mean to me." And then like she's talking to Tom Schwartz, like, "Come on, Schwartz, let's do a shot." It's like, girl, you know, are you trying to play like the Legally Blonde character over here, and then you're really someone else over here? Because that's what it looks like.
I mean, that's what it looks like. What was I saying? Said any Bravocon news? All we can tell you,
God,
guys,
we wish.
It's in Vegas. That's all we know.
It's in Vegas. It's in Vegas. I think it will be the second or third weekend of October. I think they'll always keep the date, you know, just to make it consistent. I would really love to know where it is, you know, because, you know, every hotel out in Vegas has their own convention center. Huge. So are they going to contain it to all one hotel where no one has to like really move around? That would be smart. I don't know.
I'm guessing it's going to be MGM. Guys, if you're from, is there anybody? We have almost 800 people in the room. I want to know if anybody is from Vegas. And if you are, oh my gosh.
I think Angelique.
Cat in a hat with a bat.
And I believe Angelique, if I'm not mistaken, in the live chat is also in Vegas.
Okay, so my question is, if you had to guess what convention center and hotel Bravo would put Bravocon, which one would you guess? I'm just randomly guessing. I'm going out on a whim. I don't know shit. I'm guessing MGM.
You said that, and then we talked to someone where they're doing a big push. MGM's doing a really big push to get things in the convention center, especially there. So I'm really curious if that would be it.
DF said Caesar Forum is brand new.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be great for Lisa Vanderpump.
Former Vegas here. Yep. Hope Jen Shaw doesn't break out of prison to attend Bravocon. I bet it's Park MGM. That's what I thought.
Oh, not Park. No. Are you talking about Park MGM is a different hotel than MGM, Adam. It's the old Monte Carlo.
I'm just kidding, Jen. And not to be Jen Mulster.
But they need people to get in there too. That's the thing. I think it's a newer hotel that never really took off before the pandemic. So I'm really curious.
Angelique said I'd say Venetian or Mandalay. I think didn't you say Mandalay, Jason?
They have the space.
And then someone else in here, that was a great point too, said wherever Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants are.
Caesars or Paris. Or is Lisa going to open one to coincide with Bravocon? That'd be really cool.
I mean,
there are two more in the works. Yeah, two more in the works.
Will Lisa go this year since it seems she's moving her business there? Her business is...
I bet $1 million she will be there because she didn't come. Yes. She has to be there. What?
You don't have $1 million to bet.
I'll take $1 million of yours and give it. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have $1 million to bet.
Oh, I was talking about pennies.
Oh.
like yes, she'll be there. She has to be. Vanderpump Rules being like the biggest thing to happen this year. Lisa has to be there. Also, she's like an ambassador for Vegas right now, and her 2 restaurants and Caesar's Entertainment. She has deals with them. This is perfect. She also does showrooms with Nick Elaine there, interior design showrooms, and Nick Elaine also has a showroom there. So I think it'd be perfect.
Oh,
I think we'll see that. I would love to see a restaurant opening to kind of coincide or open right before Bravocon. I mean, she's smart.
oh God, be quiet, Teddy. No, I completely agree. And I think that
You did not call me Teddy.
No, it was something that came up on my thing.
Oh.
I did not.
I was like, I hope you're not talking to me.
No,
Listen.
I'm not talking to you. All right, guys. So we're about to wrap this up. Jason, one more time before we end up wrapping it up, will you tell everybody what is going on at 2 p.m. Eastern? Just remind everybody, and I will bring.
Yeah. So, from now on, because Josh and I do a show called Anchor Watch on Adam's channel every Tuesday night at 11 p.m., where we cover Below Deck, all Below Decks. So Josh and I are going to start interviewing a lot of the Below Deck cast and throwing them up, coinciding with Adam's interviews. But we got Tyler Walker from season 10. And the reason we asked Tyler to be on is he was such a fan favorite in season 10. He came in, mid-season with a lot of firings and hirings and brought this new energy. We talked to him, which was supposed to be a 15-minute interview, went on for 40 minutes. We talked about him coming out on international television, whether or not he would want to work with Captain Sandy or Captain Lee ever again, which was really interesting. And we just talked about his experience filming and how he got there. Great guy. Great interview.
All right. And then on top of that, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have
Members Only
Vanderpump Rules edition.
So
guys,
like you said,
go
sorry.
ahead. No,
I know I'm just like on one today. Like I've had so much
be on
coffee.
one. Go on.
No, like you said, we were supposed to have Richardson on tonight because we were telling everyone in our last Members Only Live is what we don't understand, that a lot of people don't understand about Vanderpump Rules. Why the hell isn't there more diversity? Why isn't there a ton of representation for LGBTQIA+ when all of Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants sit in the neighborhood, the boys' town, everything else, And really, when you work at the restaurants, it is very much like that. It's just not showcased on the show. So Richardson has some great insight about working, because he worked with us for a long time and worked for LVP and all the restaurants for over a decade. So we're just going to share some stories and have some fun. But he's not joining us tonight. It will be next week.
Yes. Norma Maldonado said Anchor Watch is a must watch on Tuesday nights. Agree. And Bridget, thank you so much for the super chat. To end us off, guys, Jason's shirt is obviously not available yet. We are waiting for OC to drop. But if you guys are interested and you like what you see, and it's not me because I'm not up for sale, but you can go check out the new merch. I've seen where everybody's starting to get their packages. They're getting their stuff delivered. And so far, it's all been positive feedback. So I'm really excited about that. Next time I'll wear my crop top for you guys. But
and
yes,
if anything's ever wrong, we have a great exchange return. We got everything down just in case.
And by the way, Jason, I need one of these hats.
I know, I love it.
Okay. All right. Enough of the merch right now. Enough of the merch.
All right. Of the merch.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to all of our super chats, super stickers, mods, and the Addams family in general. A huge thank you to Shaylee for being in the chat and asking all the great questions. And thank you to Jason for joining. We love you guys. Happy Monday. And let's go kick this week's ass.